Okay. The topic is incorporating art into STEAM education. I am Sujani Iresha Shivasha. When we think of art, we always imagine painting in a museum. And many of us think art is for talented artists only. But art is a diverse range of human activities that involve creativity and imagination. Through art, we can discover expressions and creativity. So, this presentation is going to look through what is art and the forms of art. Because as educators, we need to know about art to integrate it with education, especially with STEAM education. As the topic is incorporating art into STEAM education, we are going to look at the ways to integrate art with science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. What is art? There is no universal definition of art, but generally we can conclude that art is a conscious creation of something beautiful or meaningful, which created using skills and imagination. The word art has come from Latin, using the three letters ARS, that is related to art, skill, and craft. However, the definition of art we can generally categorize into three parts, which is representation, expression, and form. What is representation? That's a category of art that copy or imitate something beautiful or meaningful. The other category is expression. Art is used to express feeling and emotions. Also, art is a form of creativity that has various styles, forms, textures, shapes, lines, and colors, and so on. To understand more clear about forms of art, we can divide them into categories. There are various forms of art. We are going to discover few important forms in this presentation. Let's see. Painting. One of the most popular visual art form is painting. We can use any surface to paint anything that comes in our imagination. Also, we can use different types of tools and materials to do the painting. How do we apply painting with our education? In schools, we can use canvas, papers, walls, even the little faces. Also, we can use materials such as acrylic paint, watercolors, even natural materials to create paints. We can let children freely create their imagination so they will learn so many things through painting. We can always integrate our lesson with painting, we can create activity that we related to our subject areas. Theater. Theater is a form of performing. The performance allows us to experience emotions, roles, characters, and so on. It is a great way to develop communication, creativity, and collaboration. As educators, we can let children communicate through drama or role play related to the subjects. Music is a great form of art too that can be integrated to STEAM education very well. Through music, students can actively learn the depth of subject interestingly. We can incorporate all the other subjects, science, engineering, mathematics and technology with music. Very creative way. Sculpture. The other strong pillar of visual art is sculpture. It is a three-dimensional artwork. We can provide our student with Play-Doh, mud, or any other available materials to create different shapes or images. Architecture. Architecture is not all about planning a building. It has strong connection with culture, aesthetic, and ideological purpose. Architecture is a great way to discover measurement, geometry, pattern, space, line, and direction. In STEAM education, we can involve architecture for all the subjects, especially with engineering. Literature is an art consists of words or written book, poetry and prose. Literature help us to discover history and culture around the world with enriched vocabulary. Through literature, we can provide better understanding of diversity in inclusive education. Also, literature is a powerful form of art to develop communication and creativity. Cinema. Cinema is a powerful art form that can be used to tell stories, explore emotions, and to discover the world. Through cinema, we can provide knowledge of all the subject areas. We can watch fictional or non-fictional documentaries with children that will motivate them as well as engage all type of learners to develop their knowledge about various subjects. Drawing. Drawing is a great form of art too. People for any age, drawing is such a wonderful activity. Teachers can provide children with beautiful artwork according to their theme. Balancing STEAM subjects. They can be encouraged to draw, create, or sketch their ideas to understand better. They will understand the concepts deeper if they can draw, especially in early childhood classes. Digital art. Digital art has come very popular with the technology development of technology. Digital art has become really popular. As we are all become part of digitalized world, this digital art provide us all sort of information interestingly. In our classroom, we are trying to develop 21st century skills. It's really important to provide opportunities for students to explore, experience, elaborate, and engage in digital art while integrating all the subject. So they will further extend their skills in the digital world. Photography is also such an important and a beautiful form of art. With the changing innovations of technology, photography has taken place in every communication in various platforms. As educators, we can use photography to display, discuss, and discover the world and beyond. Children can explore, observe, and record through photography to enhance their skills in all the subject areas. Now we have a better idea of all forms of art. Let's discover how to integrate these forms of art with each subject. How do we incorporate science and art? When we say the word science, we know it's all about learning and discovering everything around us in details. So why can't we learn science interestingly? Not all the students are capable of learning formulas, principles of science. But when we learn science through art, students will be able to get better understanding of the subject. Students will understand the interrelations of everything they learn. For example, we can do painting with certain chemicals. So they will learn uh, what happened when they mix certain chemicals together. For example, you can mix baking powder, baking soda, vinegar, and food coloring and make a beautiful painting while experiencing how the reaction of the chemicals. What is blackout point? What is photography can do with science? We can always use photography to discover the world. We can encourage children to take photographies of ecological system, agricultural system, so they can later compare, contrast their knowledge with their friends and discuss in the classroom. What is blackout poems? We can take written piece of text from a book or a newspaper. Then we can recollect the words and we can create a poem, a very unique poetry for them to understand the advanced science concept easily and to remember it. We can have science dramas in school. Students can explore scientific concepts through dramas such as life cycle of animals or ecological systems. We can also integrate science-related songs and drawings. We can create drawings using various patterns and designs to make the connection. Technology and art. Steve Jobs stated that technology alone is not enough to succeed. In Apple creation, he has used combination of art to technology. Combination of art and technology is the success to many digital innovation today. So we can use technology to our art. So the children will develop their technology skills very interesting. We can use audio recordings, we can create music, and we can imitate movements through videos as well. We can watch performance through art to improve artistic knowledge. We can record, share, and communicate our data, our information. We can create, innovate, and express feeling through art to technology. We can use digital tools, pens and printers to create art. So children will learn the skills of using digital devices. We can use photography, and we can let children to discover how to create better photography through like Photoshop, things like that. Children can learn the technology skills. Engineering and art. Engineering has always been a fundamental aspect of art. The beautiful architecture in the world are creations of art. Arts into engineering develop motor skill, creativity, and problem solving skills. We can learn engineering through art by observing architecture, creating designs, using relations, patterns, and designs. We can recreate design through art projects, such as sculptures. Learn through literature. We can learn the history of architecture, the evolution of engineering. We can use cinema and photography to understand better engineering concept. Children will learn it easily. We can also relate it engineering concept through songs, drama, and music. Maths and art. We can incorporate maths and art very well. Maths consist of different shapes and patterns. So as art. So we can develop mathematical skills using drawing, creating patterns, explore lines and portions, incorporate concepts with songs and poems, learning concepts through drama and role play, connecting to real-world experiences through songs and performance, and we can even create sculptures. So, art is a wonderful way to learn many other subjects. As educators, we have a lot of books that guide us with beautiful methods and strategies. But with art, we can always create and invent new ideas in our classrooms to provide better interactive education to our students. Thank you and wish you all the best through the journey of STEAM education.